everyone, and happy Sunday. Thank you for tuning in with me again. This is Patricia Tomlinson, CEO of the Empowered and Enlightened Woman, where our aim is to grant practical information and insight to women that have been impacted by all forms of abuse, primarily molestation and rape. We want to give them the practical tools that are needed in order to overcome these hidden secrets and struggles that women deal with. I want to congratulate and also thank every person that went out and got a copy of my new book titled Succumb. This is a book where you're going to get information in regards to childhood issues or just the battle of being a woman. I'm not going to say that it's primarily for women. Men can read it too. They can also get information. So thank you to everyone that went out and purchased the book. We're hosting a book club on the support group, the Empower and Enlightened Woman on Facebook. So you are welcome to come and join us to learn different information or viewpoints that are in the book. So you can purchase the book at Amazon. You can also purchase it at barnesandnoble.com, as well as CreateSpace. And the website for CreateSpace is www.createspace.com/3867796. So thank you to everyone that went out and actually purchased the book. So today the subject is going to be insecurity. I know that this is something that we as the people do not like to discuss because it is an issue of vulnerability. When you come out and tell someone that you are insecure about something, you actually put yourself in the line of being vulnerable. And sometimes that's a tough thing to do, but sometimes that's what you have to do in order to get help. So before I go any further, let me explain a little bit about the definition of insecurity. And I'm going to use some core words that can give you a better understanding. Insecurity is when you're fearful, you're anxious, you're in doubt, you're uncertain, you're unsure, you're not firm. One of the definitions in Webster even said that you're unsafe. So when you are insecure, it is an issue of not being set or firm within yourself. So I'm going to say that I think insecurity affects a lot of us in many different ways. But insecurity can be very detrimental to you and your life and goals and things that you're trying to do because you don't have the confidence in order to do what it is that you aim to achieve. Insecurity is very destructive because when you're insecure, you have to rely on a lot of other people's opinions and or affirmations in order to accept yourself. So it's an inward issue of not being confident or accepting the person that you are. So you look to other people to affirm you, or you do things that manifest outward works, but all the while on the inside, you are not feeling like the person that you are portraying to be. Sometimes we build ourselves up with outward things such as clothes, cars, money, relationships, and people. But my question to you is, at the end of the day, if you had none of that stuff, if your security didn't lie in those things, would you still be secure? When you take off all the makeup and the clothes, do you feel comfortable with the woman that you are when you look in the mirror? See, I believe that makeup and clothes and other things are the outward casing to what's really going on the inside. So, when you are insecure, I'm going to give a few examples of what makes us insecure. Childhood abuse, being talked about, being called stupid, dumb, you're never going to make it, you're not good for anything, you're not pretty, your nose is too big, your eyes are too bulgy, you have black circles underneath your eyes, your face is pimply, your stomach's too fat, your breasts are too big or too small, you don't fit in those pants. These are things that tears a person down inwardly, but they stay stuck in your subconscious for years, and you actually begin to act out those things that were said to you. For a child that was told, okay, you're not cute, you might grow up thinking in your subconscious, I don't feel pretty. So you have to wait for another person to tell you, okay, you're beautiful, before you actually give yourself permission to feel beautiful. And I just feel like that is not the way that we as people should live our lives. I don't think that that's a healthy way to live. That's not a balanced lifestyle. What if no one ever told you that you were pretty, cute, beautiful, you can make it, or affirmed you? You will live your life in shambles, waiting for another person to give you what you yourself can give to yourself. So I want to give you 3 ways that you can tell that a person is insecure. 3 things that I believe are all joined together, but we don't notice them. So, insecurity is a thought process. Insecurity is the way that you think about yourself, which ultimately affects the way that you feel about yourself. If you're constantly thinking, I'm fat, I'm not cute, I'm not pretty, these are just a couple examples because I see this is what people deal with a lot. What you think is what you're going to feel, and it's going to become your reality, and reality is just the root word of real. It's going to feel real to you. Whereas another person might see something completely different. It's your thoughts that are telling you that you're not. So if you don't believe it, it's not there. If you don't think anything about yourself or your self-worth, trust me, it's going to reflect. And how is it going to reflect? It's going to reflect in the way that you speak. For example, if I walk up to a woman, I tell her, oh my goodness, your hair is gorgeous. She says, oh, this old thing, I've had it, it needs to be redone. Okay, that might have been what she felt, but why was it so hard for her to accept the compliment that I gave to her? That's because her insecurity is coming out. If I go up to a person and tell them, oh, your jacket or your dress is beautiful, and they just say something back to derogatory about themselves, they're telling me I don't feel what you're telling me. They bounce it back off. The compliment that I tried to put on them, they push it away. Because what they really are feeling won't allow them to be open to accept it. So insecurity is a thought process that affects your feelings. It affects the way that you speak. And lastly, insecurity affects your actions. Sometimes you can tell a person that's insecure in their body language. If they have slumped over shoulders, or if they just look like blah, like they're not enjoying the day, they're not enjoying their time. A lot of times we can tell these people. You stick out like a sore thumb. But today I want to give you hope, and I'm going to give you some things that you can do in order to combat insecurity. For one, you have to start with the way that you think. It says in the Bible, as a man thinketh, so is he. Therefore, if you always continuously think, I'm fat, or my hair is ugly, or I'm not going to do this, or I'm not going to make it, these are things that you're putting up in your mind. And as you put these things up in your mind, they're going to become true. Another example that I'm going to use to explain insecurity would be a wall. Let's start with a secure wall. A secure wall, what do you see when you see a wall? It's firm, it's set, it's not moved, it stands up, it's straight, it has strength. This is what a wall is. And when you think of insecurity, you think of something that is broken down, it's in shambles, it's all over the place, it's blown through. And when you're insecure and it's not a firm wall, if it's busted down, everything can get in and everything could come out. Security gives you the ability to stop certain things from coming in and coming out. So when you're insecure, you allow anything into your life, anything to happen, anybody's opinion to move you, anybody's perception of your life to make you distraught, get you off track, because you're not secure. You don't have a firm wall up. And this is what is happening to a lot of us. Our inward thoughts, our inward feelings about how we feel about ourselves are protruding on the outside. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you an example or an exercise or something that you can do in order to help you. It is called the I am affirmation. And what you can do is you can just start off with 5 simple things or 10 simple things. And you write the things that on one side that you don't like about yourself. And on the other side, what you do is you write I am, and you put the opposite of that. If you feel that you are not attractive, that you are not pretty, so you're going to put pretty. Then next to you're going to put I am pretty. And then if you feel as though you're not making it, okay, if you feel I'm a loser, this is just an example, which we know that you're not, you're going to put the word loser. Then next to you're going to put I am an overcomer, I am a winner, I am courageous, I am smart, I am beautiful, I am pretty, I am someone, I am significant, I am somebody. You're going to affirm yourself. You're not going to sit there and let your insecurity pull you down and wait for someone else to come along to make you feel like somebody or something. You can't live your life like that. Your life is wasting away. So that's one thing that you can do. But this starts when you do your I am affirmations. It starts by in your mind. Because as you speak those things, they're going to become your reality. You're going to start to think those things, and then you're going to start to feel those things, and that's what it's going to be. So, for the next 30 days, I challenge you to take the I am affirmation and do it every morning. Before you get up, when you get up, before you put on makeup or any clothes, look yourself in the mirror for 30 days and repeat those affirmations. Repetition is very important. If you continue to repeat it, it's going to be what it is. It's going to be so. So, you have to change the way you think, the way you speak, and the way you act. Ultimately, you change those things by the way of what you're saying to yourself. So, I just wanted to give you a couple things that I myself had to do when I was tore down and I was broken and I didn't think that I was going to make it. This is what I actually did. I decided to build myself up. I decided to build my wall back up, and now I don't allow anyone to tear it down. Once you're secure in yourself, in your weight, in the way that you look, handle yourself, business, life, relationship, no one will be able to tear you down. No one will be able to infiltrate that wall, because a lot of times people get in after they infiltrated the wall and busted out from the inside. So we have to build up our walls so that we don't allow things, people, circumstances, or situations to come in and tear us down. So, I thank you for tuning in today. You're more than welcome to join us for our book club hosted by the Empower and Enlightened support group on Facebook. I am available on Instagram and Twitter as well as Facebook as _Movee, Movee. Don't forget to get a copy of this book. It's going to really help you if you battle with any of these issues. You're going to get practical insight, revelation, and information that you're going to be able to apply to your life. I thank you for tuning in today. I hope that you have a blessed week, and I'll see you on our next broadcast. Thank you.